Good evening, Team Explode. I just wanted to check in with everyone and comment about my trip to Vegas to Summit this year. Most of you know this was my first time going to Summit, and it was amazing. It was absolutely breathtaking. It was way more than I even can explain and tell you about because I feel honestly you have to be at these events to really get the most out of them. But since a lot of you, well, all of you on my team actually were not able to come here, I thought it would be good for me just to capture and be able to tell you about what I saw while I was there. There were so many different people that came to talk to us in all these different events. We had the author from GoPro come and actually speak to us about his book, and I think most of you actually have read the GoPro book. He was amazing. He really talked to you about your business and what you should be doing in working in a marketing company and how you should be promoting yourself and sharing with everyone and really telling people just what an awesome opportunity that this company is. Prior going to the summit, I definitely have been fired up since day one starting in this business. But I definitely will say, after coming to Summit, it has fired me up even more. To be able to go to these sessions and see these people that have made such an amazing future for themselves and their family was, I mean, it was breathtaking, honestly. I believe that there were probably about 48 people that were on stage for the Millionaire Club. Beachbody has paid um, over 48 people have qualified millionaires that they make $1 million in the business. For me to see this and see the growth of where this company is going is absolutely incredible. It's just so hard to even explain. Seeing these people get on the stage and talk about their stories and tell us about, just how some of them actually will file for bankruptcy, or some of them will explain how, they were in a grocery store and they were not able to get their kids, strawberries, and they had to get them grapes instead. There was so many different stories that you would hear from different people about how Beachbody has changed their life and how they've actually just shared with everybody about the passion. And you don't necessarily have to tell people about just being a coach. The CEO of the company, Carl Zeichler, explained that if people are just looking to get healthy and fit and they just want the program, then you know what? Get them the program. Not everybody is going to want to join our team of sharing this passion with everyone, but that doesn't mean that they don't want to get healthy and change their lives. So that was another big part. There was so many different areas, and I made notes on everything that I'll put into our team page. There was also Carl Deichler really ending his general session by explaining to us that if you are failing, then you are succeeding. And I know in life with myself, I've always thought failing was a bad thing. But listening to him and sitting there and saying, wow, he took us all the way back to when he was a child, maybe 10 years old, and how he failed at different things in his life with different grades and projects and wanting to get into Ithaca College and not being able to get in there, but then actually getting in there. Other businesses that he started prior to Beachbody that he failed. So it made me just sit there and really think about, we are not different than any of the top Beachbody coaches. We can be on stage. You can be on stage. All of us in this team have the ability to get on that stage and walk across there and say, you know what, I'm a 3-star, or I'm a 5-star, I'm a 10-star, I'm a millionaire. I've quit my job if that's what you want. I've retired my husband home. This company is growing leaps and bounds. Last year's summit was about 35 people that went. This year was about, I believe, 8,500 or 9,000. The next summit, as most of you know, is all sold out at 15,000 people. Beachbody is exploding. I mean, really, the growth in here, we haven't even seen it yet. So we are a part of like a #1 company out there that provides fitness, nutrition, support, and it just keeps growing. I mean, we had new products that are being introduced. Tony Horton's coming out with a new product come the fall, and it's going to be similar to all his other P90Xs, but it's going to be power, I believe it was power 90 or P90. I've had so much information and no sleep these last days or whatever. So anyways, it's going to be great, and it's going to be like those programs, but it's not going to be as hardcore. People have been asking for similar things like that, but not so much of like crazy jumping around and all this, and he's bringing that out. Now, as you guys know, PIO was released today. PIO, again, is something for people even like myself with back problems and knee problems, and people that are looking to keep moving and be active but not necessarily do things like insanity and P90X3 and all those crazy things. Then they also came out with a 3-day refresh. The 3-day refresh is going to be amazing. I will be starting that tomorrow. It is implementing Shakeology and other ways of getting in protein, fiber, and help curb your appetite. And it's a 3-day cleanse, and you can do light working out with it, nothing probably extreme and heavy. And that is going to be on special as well for July, and that's going to be, I think that one was $140 for the pack, and you'll get 30 days of Shakeology, and then you'll get the 3-day program to do that. And it's just, it goes on and on, the list. I mean, there's so many new things coming out. So one thing I want to say is these events are so, so crucial for your business. Everybody needs to do whatever they can to get to Super Saturdays, end-of-month meetings, summit. I know it's time, it's money, but in the end, this really moves your business. That's all I can say. I know people say it's hard because you have kids or you have appointments. What you have to do is once you find out that an appointment comes up like this or an event, you have to schedule it into your life. This is a job, and it needs to be treated like a job if that's what you want and you want to move up in rank and advancement. It is not a hobby. For myself, maybe it's a hobby for some of you. That's fine. I'm not saying it's not for some of you. For me, it's not. It's a business. And I would like to work this business full time. And that's my goal by next January. I'd like to be able to do this full time. It is my passion, and I put everything into it, and I know it's going to pay in the end because I've seen people that it's happened to right in our own fitness league team, like Donna Madero's. It's happening. So for me, that's what I want. So if any of you want this, like I say I do, like a full-time situation, then you definitely have to be at all these events. If you're doing it just for the discount, that's fine. That's great. I mean, that's what you want. You love your full-time job. You just want to have this like as part-time and have a little bit cash here and there. That's great. But for me, I want to be home with my kids. I want to be able to have those things that they told me, the financial freedom, your future, your family, the whole thing. This company really incorporates that very well. And as Pete Pena mentioned in his meeting this past week, you should be able to spend 4 to 10 hours a week in this business. Once you get to that point where you're duplicating your team, it's going to be so much easier. That's what it's all about. You put the time in now and you work like crazy and you're busy, and maybe you can't make all the things you want to do because you're busy doing this all the time with your full-time job, but in the end it's going to pay off. So I just thought I would check in with everyone and just give you an idea of some of the things. There's so much more, and I could go on, and like I said, I will put things into our own team page of notes that I took away from all these workshops and meetings and general sessions, and it's so overwhelming. It's so much fun. We were busy from the moment we got there to the moment we left, and it was great. It was great being with our team. They had parties. They had special parties if you won the Success Club. If you're a 1-star and above, they had parties for that. I mean, it's just a great company. I mean, you truly hear the passion in Carl Deichler when he talks to us in these general sessions, that he cares about this company, and they're working very hard to improve. Like he said, he's failing just recently with 21 Day Fix where they sold out. They're not perfect. They're going to make mistakes too. So that was, like I said, that was a really big thing that I took away, that we are failing. And for myself, I asked why. Why did I have to have back problems for the last like 3 or 4 months? Because it's failure, and failure equals success. So we have to take one day at a time. We have to put one foot in front of the other. And it's going to be months where you say, oh my God, I haven't talked to that many people, and I'm not signing anybody up. And that's failure. And that's okay because that's successful. You know, when I first started this business over a year and a half ago, I said to myself, like, am I going to get diamond? I want diamond so bad. I want this to happen. And it wasn't happening for me as fast as I wanted to, but I stuck with it. I was consistent, and I did the 3 vital behaviors. And those 3 vital behaviors will get your business to where you want this to go. If you believe in the products and you believe in yourself, you will be able to go on further in this company. I really believe that because I questioned it a lot in the beginning, and once I stay positive and I do my personal development, which is crucial, everybody in this team page should be doing personal development every single day. And if you're not doing it, you really need to, because it comes out and it shows in yourself when you don't do it. Because I find with myself, when I haven't been doing it, I can tell that I'm a little more negative on everything around me. So, like I said, there was so much good things that came out of this. I know there's a few of you that are planning on going next year to Summit. Woohoo! I'm really excited. You guys can team up. We can get a room together, and we can split the costs. And those of you that weren't able to, hopefully you get on the waiting list, and you'll be able to make it too, because it's an event that you totally do not want to miss. It'll be life-changing to be there and to hear all these things that actually go on. So like I said, I'll put everything in the team page of notes. I have probably like, I don't know, 15 pages of notes that I took from all these different workshops. And I'll put things in there, and you guys have any questions, please let me know. And I hope everyone has a great night. Thanks.